Welcome back, everyone, to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herron. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Herron. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. That one into the hands of Flowers. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
16 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The tight end in motion right. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw complete to the tight end Morgan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to it. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him by passing downs.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
First down. A gain of 12.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the kill. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
27. Taken down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 2.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Browns 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Jackson will throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
2nd and 7.
26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Jackson got his tight end. That's complete. That's Morgan. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw. Herron. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Herron. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Parks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parks breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards. That's another Browns first down.
On 1st down, it's Parks. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
28-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The slot man in motion right. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on here to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 48-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45.
Now a give right side. It's Parks. Ooh, what a move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Parks. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Baltimore.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2nd and 9 from the 44. action. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he returns this to the 22. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, twisting away. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Yards to go.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herron. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnes. Will come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. He finds his man. Complete. That's Parks. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. They'll complete this into Collins. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson running again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Able to slither by. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
First down.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herron. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnes. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Throwing to start the drive. Herron. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw. Herron. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
McKinnon here, it's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 yards.
Jackson.
Third down.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now it's Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. At this point now, a field goal would win it. They are in range. We'll see how they approach things on first down. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Throwing, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jackson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.